What's up, my people? It's your boy Jojo, that's Jojodreams too. Man, today's creative session, I'll be hanging out with my bro Jay's Art. That guy don't be very creative for a very long time. And today we'll be vibing with him, asking him questions we I feel asked, because the next question if you ask for the comment section. And today we vibe all through, spending the whole day with him to see the creative process. Like Baba Gas paints, make I see and whether not true, I've been a film truth. So I believe you guys will just sit down, relax, and make sure you know go increase the vibe, because you just enjoy it, my bro. So follow me as we meet Jay's Art.
My name is John Egbuta, and I'm an artist, a visual artist, basically into contemporary art. My childhood, I loved drawing. I used to be at the back of the class drawing. I'm always the person causing more problems in school. I'm the guy that doesn't know anything in class, but he likes to draw. I had to leave to defend and fend for myself growing up as a teenager. So I had drawing for myself to survive, because even back then, I was making money off drawings. You know, there was some people come and give me 100 naira, and I'll draw all these, their biological drawing, chemistry drawing, technical drawing, stuff like that. And I'll use the money and go and buy bread and coke, you know, and eat. So I always knew that that was a means of survival for me. It's like a lifeline that I have to bank on. So even when I went to school to study engineering, I was not moved that I was going to shift my attention from art. I always knew at that point that I was still going to be an artist. Even studying the engineering, I was just, let me just graduate and make my parents proud. And then I met my guy, still in school. I met my guy, the guy who put me through art, Nadi Henry Kechuku. He was the one who brought me into the art frame, you know, like he taught me the colors and how to apply colors and how to use them. And that's all I needed then, because I was just about, let me just paint. I wanted to just paint, keep painting the whole world. I just wanted to just keep painting because I love painting, I like drawing. That's how my brain works, but that's how I can measure my intelligence. You expect the magic, trust me. Most times when I watch it, I be like, because the real battle is within me, you understand? The real battle of this creativity is within me, is within my mind, is within my brain capacity to think and know what to do next at every point or every line, every step that I take in painting. But here I have a free canvas over here. As you can see, there's a work that I just did a free sketch, and I think I can apply colors for you to understand maybe a little bit of the process. My painting takes like about 4 to 5 or 1 week, depending on the details and depending on the texture that I'm using. So 4 to 5 days, I should be done with the portrait. But when it comes to abstract, I can finish an abstract painting in a day or 2, depending on the abstract that I'm trying to create. Can you see this image? That's what I'm going to interpret here. So here are the colors I have.
After spending some time admiring Jay's artwork and witnessing the magic of his first brushstroke on the canvas, we decided it was the right moment to delve into a conversation about his belief and way of life.
I'm a child of God, you know. I'm one guy that stays very close to God at all times. But people don't always get to see that, because I portray a different personality when I'm in front of them. But I showcase God though, don't get me wrong. The third child, first boy, from a family of 5. Oh, I grew up in Las Gidi, you know, Lagos State, you know, the city of excellence. I grew up here. I went to Early Life Nursery and Primary School, First Stack Town. I grew up in First Stack. I was born and brought up in First Stack. I grew up First Stack. My primary school days was in First Stack. Secondary school, Lagos State Model College, Kanko. It was in Badagry, Kanko. Being a Kankonian is like you being a rogue or a rebel. You must be any of them. You can't be normal. You must be a rebel or a rogue just to be a Kankonian.
When inquired about the selection of colors to commence this artwork, he proceeded to explain. So we just want to know with him in get to talk.
First of all, I'm using an acrylic paint, and I'm trying to build forms, let me put it that way, I'm trying to build forms and shapes. This is like basically the first stage of my work. So I prefer starting with darker shades for me to understand my highlights and where they are coming from. And I'm using these colors because what I'm trying to achieve on this art is contemporary abstract paint. It's not just a realistic work where I paint the actual human color, there's the human, you know. I'm just doing my thing. But I'm trying to still, at the same time, get all the forms that makes up this woman's face. You get? That's why I'm applying the colors like I'm painting it. Once I'm done with this part of the painting, I switch to what I call palette knife. I use palette knife to then build the whole artwork again. But for now, I'm using this just to control the shadows, lights, and forms. I'm single, yet to be married. I don't want to talk about love and all that stuff because I think many of us don't understand the meaning of love, first of all. Me too, myself too, might not even understand. So that concept of everything was, the girl will go love me, my brother. Yeah, I have a team. Only when it comes to commercial paintings that my team, I get to give other artists the opportunity to come paint with me in the studio to achieve a particular project. Yeah, but for my personal projects and so some people that know my work, they prefer me doing my paintings for them myself. So I mostly come up with the paintings myself. Yeah, I was expelled in school because of art. My first ever, a old Jesus boy. Jesus, son of the soil, as the son of God. My first ever suspension, and it was an indefinite one, was because of drawing. Two guys that came to meet me, I did for them. For only two guys. Out of my own ignorance, I didn't do it based on say, they just came to meet me and say I should just help them do stuff. You know, just say I sabi draw. Yeah. I did it for them, who say I sabi draw. Omo, naimo, we see, wahala. That's why I enter serious issue. So I had the issue going on for a while. My parents, they were disappointed. They came to school, blah, blah, blah. They gave me when they paraded us in the assembly ground, they trashed me, as in I got flogged, paraded in front of the assembly ground just because of this thing that I was ignorant, as in I was so ignorant about, as in I didn't know how. The truth be told, my mom, she had it, because my mom was a teacher, so she knew me to be the kind of child that really loves this. She supported to an extent, but you know how parents are at one point again, I will not spend this amount of money sending my child to school to him to start drawing. I don't know if you get what I mean. Yeah. That's how my mom felt and my dad too. So they were like, since I know how to draw, why don't I just use that as a side hustle and then do science? So I went ahead studying. I went ahead with science. I went for a science class. That's where they started confusing me there. That's where my confusion started though. Well, my first ever big money from art was about 760,000 naira. Yeah, so that was my first ever where I made money off selling what was called, I don't know, because even me, I know this yourself for buy those artworks. But man, I sold them and I was like, whoa, can you imagine? I sold these artworks. Eh? That was like 2017. I ran down. When I got to the house now, I met my mom. I said, Mama, see you. She was the first person I showed. Like, see you, all the painting in the house. Look at what I've sold them. And this was the money I got. Ha! My mom that has been saying, why did I quit my job? She said, my son, kneel down, kneel down, kneel down. Let me pray for you. Yeah. The Lord bless you and continue to bless. And that was when I got my family and my parents' approval for the first time to believe in my work and believe in the capability of what art can be and what art can do. And since then, I've been soaring high. Black. Black is a dead coil. You can't spill your emotions with black. And I love to hide my emotions when it comes to reality. I express it only on canvas. But on canvas, my favorite colors are yellow, white, blue, and red. Just keep working. Keep working. Nobody has anything against you, about you, above you, or below you. You are you, and you are you before you. You are you before anybody else. My own is just keep working, keep believing, keep pushing, keep making them, proving them wrong. Whatever, in any way you have to prove anybody wrong, just keep it going, keep it going, don't stop. Because trust me, man, it's at that point you're about to give up that the big breakthroughs are around the corner. I'm not trying to motivate you, but if you have passion for what you love and you believe in yourself, trust me, you get there. Art is deeper than what we see, because having to be a creative person, to see a blank canvas become something so magnificent, is like there's a key to that stuff that is unique to just the artist. And that is the greatest power of an artist. So for me, it's a way of life, and art is a way of life. John Egbuta, and I'm here having a creative section with Jojodreams. Box, man. Cost $1 billion to do one paint.